For our top story tonight, Tamil Nadu is now the next big battleground for the Bharatiya Janata Party. After days of speculation surrounding a potential deal between the BJP and the opposition AIADMK, an alliance for the 2026 Tamil Nadu Assembly elections was sealed by Union Home Minister Amit Shah, currently in Chennai. Shah confirmed that the AIADMK and the BJP will contest the 2026 Assembly elections together as part of an NDA alliance. He was addressing a joint gathering of BJP and AIADMK leaders. Shah stated that the elections will be led nationally by Prime Minister Modi and in Tamil Nadu by Edappadi Palaniswami and the AIADMK. Is this the next big move that the BJP intends to take in a state that so far has proved a bridge too far? First, listen in to what Amit Shah had to say.
AIADMK और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं ने मिलकर तय किया है कि आने वाला तमिलनाडु विधानसभा चुनाव AIADMK, भारतीय जनता पार्टी और सभी साथी दल मिलकर NDA के नाते लड़ेंगे। ये चुनाव राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में और राज्य स्तर पर AIADMK के नेता एड़ापाडी जी के नेतृत्व में लड़ा जाएगा। एक प्रकार से 1998 से AIADMK NDA गठबंधन का हिस्सा है और लंबे समय तक मोदी जी और महान जयललिता जी ने साथ में मिलकर राष्ट्रीय राजनीति में काम किया है।
And joining me now is a very special guest. I'm joined by Swaminathan Gurumurthy, RSS ideologue, Tughlaq editor, and some would say, Mr. Gurumurthy, let me go first to Mr. And some would say, Mr. Gurumurthy, the person who is behind the entire alliance, the alliance which has been forged between the AIADMK and the BJP. Many believe that Mr. Gurumurthy has played a key role in forging that alliance. Before that, I'm also joined at the moment by Narayan Lakshman, joins me of The Hindu. Before we go to Mr. Gurumurthy, Narayan, just to get from you how this all plays out, because when I look at, and I'm going to put the Lok Sabha 2019 Tamil Nadu seat share, the DMK swept the elections in 2019 Lok Sabha, 38 seats, AIADMK 1 seat. The DMK Congress alliance with smaller parties had 53%, AIADMK 30%. Switch to 2021 Tamil Nadu Assembly elections, the DMK had 159 seats. The vote share was about 45.38%. The AIADMK seat share at that time was 75 with a vote share of 39.7%. When I look at Lok Sabha 2024, Narayan, again, it was a domination of the DMK. They swept the state 39-0 with a vote share of 46. AIADMK 23, but the BJP on its own or with smaller parties got 18%. Add the two, it would be closer. What's your sense? Is this alliance being dictated in a way, Narayan, by the arithmetic of it? If AIADMK and BJP come together, they have half a chance. Otherwise, it would be DMK all the way.
Yes, Rajdeep, I think it's very much about the arithmetic, but there is also the aspect of, what is the balance of power between these parties? What is the trend and which way is it, heading in the future? So let's look at both. If you look at the actual numbers, as you said, certainly the DMK has been in pole position for at least the last 3 elections, 2 of them Lok Sabha, 1 state assembly, and they have dominated across the state. So regions that were traditionally, considered to be the strongholds of the AIADMK, the Tewar regions, etc., the DMK has done well across many of them. And that indicates a level of weakness within the ADMK's sort of electioneering machine that needs either a severe rectification or it needs a partnership. It needs another ally to come on board to lift those numbers up. And so therein you come to the second aspect, which is that the BJP obviously expanding its footprint across the country in many states through state assembly and Lok Sabha elections, has hit a wall in many ways in Tamil Nadu for multiple elections. And it sees the AIADMK now as a potential ally, which is in a position to actually tie up with the BJP because its own leadership has got consolidated under Edappadi Palaniswami. So the BJP was very careful to go its own way at certain points when there was a real question mark and a fracture within the AIADMK in the aftermath of Jayalalitha's passing, where Edappadi Palaniswami, had all these struggles and conflicts and internal strife with other members of his party, OPS and others. But that has been obviously set aside now, and Edappadi has a clear mandate to govern his own party, making the AIADMK a much better partner for the
Right.
BJP. And that again lends credence in terms of concrete discussions, in terms of seat sharing. So I think the arithmetic front and center, but also which party brings what to the table in terms of contesting the election and winning.
But the truth is that, Narayan, the AIADMK after Jayalalitha's death has struggled to remain this dominant force. Its vote share has fallen. It has found different leaders squabbling with each other. There was the Sashikala faction. There was the O. Paneerselvam faction. There is the faction led by Palaniswami. Are you saying that they are now far more consolidated and therefore in a better position to challenge the DMK in this election next year?
That's a really good question, Rajdeep. When it goes to the heart of what the Tamil voter wants and expects from the people governing the state, and that is they want strong centralized leadership. Yes, of course, couched within a democratic ethos and couched within the idiom of the Dravidian movement, which is about federalism, federal politics, but about state autonomy. And as you know, Tamil Nadu over the last 50 years and more has fiercely shouted for state autonomy and has fought for its rights. So the people, the voters here expect a strong leader who can actually take that fight to New Delhi, who can sit boldly at the negotiating table and talk about everything from a fair share of central resources in terms of tax revenue sharing to language, Hindi imposition, language issues, and other major concerns that have been part of the culture and psyche of the state. And I think despite Palaniswami actually, in the court system, navigating his conflict and coming out the winner, he is still, I believe, perceived by voters as not yet having attained the comparable status to MK Stalin, which is have a party that is firmly behind you and you are capable of leading it successfully through an election. So there is always a fear that EPS, as he's called, may, in the future suffer or maybe at the receiving end of conflict within the party. So, the Sasikala factor, the OPS factor, these have not really gone away just because a court with the signing of a pen, with a stroke of a pen, has actually, passed a judgment to bring it all under EPS. I don't think these fights have gone away, and the people know that. And therefore, you do see this perceptible difference, as you correctly put it, between the DMK's dominant position politically vis-a-vis the ADMK, and indeed, it's a question that the BJP will have to ask as well. Now,
in a moment, I'll be joined by S. Gurumurthy, but one quick final question to you, therefore, Narayan Lakshman. In recent times, the DMK has taken on the center and tried to build build their identity over standing for Tamil pride. How will that fit in with the AIADMK choosing now to align with the BJP? Will this election, therefore, next year, according to you, be between a party which claims to stand for Tamil pride versus another party which claims to stand possibly for building a better equation with the center? Quick answer.
Well, the quick answer is, Rajdeep, everyone in the state again knows about how both the DMK and the ADMK have played the politics of convenience and allied with the BJP whenever it is required, expediency has required it. So I don't think they'll hold that against the ADMK so much, but I think they will be focused on how much is the BJP dictating the terms of the deal versus has EPS really put himself in the driving seat and he's just using this alliance to boost the ADMK to its former state of glory. Now, a lot of people may question whether that's actually possible, given the balance of power between the two new allies. But this is this is possibly EPS's last chance to actually vault back into a real competition with the DMK, which for the last few years has not been happening.
Okay. Narayan Lakshman joining me there to give us an explanation as to why this alliance has happened at the time that it has. A good time to go to someone who many believe plays a key role whenever BJP's politics is thought about in Tamil Nadu. I'm joined now by the Tughlaq editor and RSS ideologue S. Gurumurthy. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Gurumurthy. Why don't you settle that for us first? Because Amit Shah came to meet you when he landed in Chennai, led to speculation that Mr. S. Gurumurthy is the one who's sealing the pact between the BJP and AIADMK.
See, possibly because I am one of the two persons, Cho Ramaswamy and myself, who have a 5-decade perceptions about the way Tamil Nadu politics has moved from Dravidianism to nearly the post-Dravidian ideological positioning. Today, both these Dravidian parties, they are Dravidian parties only in name. They have nothing to do with the original Dravidian ideology which they had propounded and expounded. So to say that these are Dravidian parties and they have this federalism and autonomy and all that, these are all slogans today. Even anti-Hindi propaganda which they are making is merely a slogan. Stalin had to say that the schools run by the DMK men are teaching Hindi because of the central government. I mean, I cannot understand. If you don't want Hindi in public schools, government schools, why do you offer it in private schools run by the DMK? So, ideologically, the anti Hindi stance has failed. In Tamil Nadu, lakhs of people are appearing privately for Hindi examination. And so these are all only cliches. For example, in NEET, opposition to NEET. Tamil Nadu is one of the largest sharers in the seat allocation through NEET. And this is still being maintained because these are all slogans which help because another party is in power at the center. But I don't think this is touching the people at the base. Society in Tamil Nadu.
But the fact is, you're saying it's not touching people at the base, but we've seen, if I go back to 2019 Lok Sabha, 2021 Vidhan Sabha, 2024 Lok Sabha, the DMK Congress-led alliance has swept the elections, and the AIADMK has seemingly now become a secondary force post Jayalalitha. Is this therefore a marriage of convenience between the BJP, which wants a foothold in Tamil Nadu, and the AIADMK, which is desperate for some kind of a resurgence?
See, basically, you have to understand that the DMK strength is not the DMK, it is the alliance. DMK cannot fight and win an election alone like Jayalalitha did in 2016. It has never fought an election alone, ever in its entire history. From 1967, 71, 77, 80, 89, take any election. Their strength is their capacity to weave an alliance. They have had a better alliance in 2019, 21, and 24. But the ADMK received the shock, the post-Jayalalitha shock of a split, and it got weakened. And the BJP had not actually risen in that period. If you look at the voting of the BJP in 2016 or 2021 or 24, the BJP's rise is in 2024. So the BJP is now filling the anti-DMK space with the nationalist orientation, which the Congress used to do. Rajiv Gandhi tried to do it in 1989 by making the Congress fight under the leadership of Mupanar, both the DMK and the split ADMK, and he got 21% votes. But afterwards, the Congress did not pursue it. The nationalist votes had got smuggled into the ADMK, and that was the strength of the ADMK. The BJP is now picking up the nationalist votes from the ADMK, and that is actually causing the decline of the ADMK. But both the DMK and ADMK are only political parties today. They are no more the same ideological movement as they used to be.
Sir, but that's precisely the question. Just 11 months ago, AIADMK, BJP, DMK all fought in separate alliances. And the BJP leadership at the time, Annamalai, who I haven't mentioned until now, was the one who said that both these Dravida parties are corrupt. Both these corrupt Dravida parties have betrayed the ideology of the Dravidian movement. 11 months later now, Annamalai is pushed to the side and the BJP goes and ties up with the AIADMK. Are we suddenly saying that the AIADMK is no longer corrupt? Is this pure politics of opportunism and convenience, sir?
See, I would put it this way, because I am editing the Tughlaq and Cho Ramaswamy used to maintain this position. We look at the lesser of the two corrupt parties. We look at the lesser of the two evils. Otherwise, you can never form alliances, political alliances. If you are a Puritan, you can look. But the BJP is looking for a grand alliance to defeat the DMK. Its purpose in 2021-26 elections is to defeat the DMK. But don't think that Annamalai is pushed aside, because I am very intensely involved in the discussions. Annamalai and me had 1.5 hours discussion yesterday. Before Amit Shah and me met today. Of course, I am not playing a
But
role
he's been removed as party president, sir. It seems too much of a coincidence that Annamalai is removed as party president and immediately a new BJP president is brought in and the alliance is sealed in today. Surely somewhere down the line, Annamalai's stand that he wanted to build the BJP independent of these Dravida parties has been rejected by the party's central leadership.
Oh, wait a minute. BJP has not repeated its president anywhere in the country, state presidents. In every place, the president has been changed. Do they make an exception in the case of Tamil Nadu? And Annamalai is the only leader, a state leader, who has made resonance at the national level. He is a national level prospect. So the BJP is thinking of building him at the national level. This also helps to ease the relationship with the AIADMK. So it is not a shift or from Annamalai's position. The BJP's position stands. If the BJP and the AIADMK will share everything together, they should merge. They cannot.
So can I though raise the question that I also raised with Narayan Lakshman earlier? The DMK has built its strategy in recent times as pitting Tamil identity versus the center. Whether it's on language, whether it's on need, they're looking for issues where they say that Tamil Nadu is being discriminated against. On the other hand, now AIADMK goes and ties up with the BJP, which is led by Prime Minister Modi. Is this therefore two different visions of how Tamil Nadu should move ahead? DMK saying we will stand for Tamil pride and identity versus AIADMK, which wants to in some way do some kind of a deal with Delhi under Mr. Modi's leadership. And therefore it's brand Modi now versus Tamil identity in 2026.
Shall I tell you this Tamil identity or fight for states' rights or for cooperative, this federalism with the state autonomy, all these have been reduced to slogans because of the very conduct of the DMK. They never raised this issue when they were sharing power with Vajpayee or with the Congress at the center. All this only when they were not sharing power. So it is not, these issues are not making resonance at the ground level. It is issue at the media level, day-to-day discussions, but
so what's the ground level issue? What's the ground level issue then, Mr. Gurumurthy? What's the ground level issue according to you?
It has weakened. It's actually, you must conduct some. The society has shifted away from both the Dravidian parties' core ideology. They are now, the DMK people are now finding their leaders' photographs in temple festivals. They wanted to destroy the temples. Today, they want to be seen with gods. So where is the question of some Dravidian ideology and their... it's all gone.
But they still have
just a political party.
Their combined vote share... Their combined vote share was over, DMK plus Congress was 46% along with smaller parties like MDMK and others. On the other hand, BJP was 18%, AIADMK was 23%. The point is, by coming together, is it about accretion? Will they also need someone like actor Vijay to join them? Is this all an attempt in which I told you are involved to build a grand alliance against the DMK?
You see, actually, when the BJP and the ADMK come together, you don't just add only their votes. That this alliance has the capacity to defeat the DMK adds to its value so far as the state politics is concerned. Central politics is different. There is a different pattern of voting between the state and the center all over the country. In state politics, who can form the government becomes more important. And the DMK will never be able to form a coalition government. In 2026, when they did not get the majority, they did not co-opt the alliance parties into the government. So the DMK can never head a coalition government. It would prefer to be part of a coalition government at the center, not in the state. But the
Okay.
ADMK is now settling for a coalition government. This is a
So
major
let me ask you in conclusion, do you believe this day marks a tectonic shift in Tamil Nadu politics ahead of next year's election? Or is it simply
100%.
another triumph of the politics of opportunism and flexibility?
You see, you can use any term. Every political alliance for a particular election, you can describe it in two ways. You can say it is strategic, or you can say it's opportunistic. But the fact is that the DMK government has incurred such bad name in the last 2-3 years. It is not being brought out by the media because the Tamil media is dependent on the state government. The English media is ideologically opposed to the BJP. This is a double advantage for the DMK because I am involved in the media and I am running Tughlaq magazine, which is one of the boldest magazines in the country. So you must
Yes, but
understand
you also will be accused by the DMK of being aligned with the BJP. Is this
See,
Prime Minister Modi trying to reach out to the one state which has been a bridge too far, sir? Tamil Nadu has been a bridge too far all these years for the BJP. Can anything really change?
So I always say there is nothing like a neutral media. There is always an independent media. That you express your views fearlessly is the most important thing. This is what Ramnath Goenka taught me. Ramnath Goenka used to say, Guru, if it is a neutral media, you fall between two stools. You've got to be bold and say what you believe in.
Okay.
There is nothing called bias or anything in the media. Media means that you speak what you believe to be the truth. That is what Tughlaq used to do. And Cho Ramaswamy used to very powerfully support Jayalalitha at one point, Karunanidhi at one point, Rajiv Gandhi at one point, because he believed in it. That is what I do. That is what we do.
Okay.
You
I'm
can
going to
accuse
leave.
us of this, but nobody can say we are doing it for any purpose.
Let me leave it there, Mr. Gurumurthy. As I said, today is a day which has shaken Tamil Nadu politics once again. We'll wait and see how it plays out in the weeks and months ahead. Exciting 1 year ahead for Tamil Nadu. But appreciate you joining me on the show tonight. Thank you very much. Swaminathan Gurumurthy of the Tughlaq joining me there, claiming that this is an alliance in a way whose time has come. We'll wait and see.